What's up, my friend? Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. Welcome to the first video of 2024. And in true Brianna fashion, that video is, of course, a goals related video because today is the first day of the new year. I wanted to make sure that I got a head start on sharing with you my goals for 2024. I am so stinking excited that I might have already started working on them because I just couldn't wait. You guys know that for some time now, goals has been on my brain, and for good reason. I have so much that I want to accomplish in so many different areas, and my approach is new, my approach is exciting, and I just can't wait to share it with you. So this is the first of many goal-related videos that are going to be coming on my channel this year. So buckle up. I hope you're as excited as I am. If you're new here and this happens to be your first video of mine that you're stumbling upon, hello, my name is Brianna. I am the diva behind Diva and the Divine. I am a wellness coach who recently got off the dieting roller coaster and got on with my life, and I'm helping other women to do the exact same thing. And this, the goal setting, it's not this particular book specifically, but the concept held within this book is going to be a big part of what I do and what I bring into my coaching in the new year. And I cannot wait. There's going to be a lot of, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait, because that's just my vibe right now, okay? So what is this? What is this beautiful purple book that I'm holding? This is the 2024 edition of the 1-year Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets Goal Setting Planner. Yeah, that's a mouthful, but the product is perfection. This holds a lot of my goals. This holds my January tending list. This holds all of the things. If you want a whole walkthrough of this product, I actually have one. I'll link that video up here and down below for you so you can get the full view of what is inside of this book, because today we are talking specifically about my annual goals for 2024. There is so much to cover. I can't decide if I want to do one video, 2 videos, a million videos, I don't even know. Today's focus is going to be on 2 things. One, I want to talk to you about my word of the year. Every year I like to pick a word, or in this case, 2 words that kind of sum up my overall intention for the year. If I wake up every day and I think on and meditate on and focus on these words, it will set me up to be in the appropriate headspace for where I want to go in 2024. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, and then we are going to talk about specifically the goals that I have set as the 8 goals in my power sheets. It's going to be a little bit different this year because I actually have, if you number them all out, somewhere in the realm of like 38 different goals for the year. Will I reach them all? Probably not. Have I prioritized them? Not quite yet. I'm still picking and choosing where I want to go, what things are going to look like, if they're even possible. But I did a whole big goal-related brain dump, and the result was a whole lot of different goals of varying types that are trackable. Some of them are not trackable, but a lot of them are trackable, that I was like, well, I could do this, and I could do this, and this, and this, and this, and this. All different categories, all different types of goals, but the goals that I set for my power sheets are what I've been calling my umbrella goals. They're basically intentionalities behind what I want to do to be my best self this year. So each of these goals isn't a goal that I can technically finish, right? It's not a goal that I can say, boom, achieved it, checkbox, good for me. These are goals that are all meant to set the tone for how I am to approach 2024. And underneath the umbrella of these goals is where the literal, numbered, measurable, some SMART goals, achievable, check-offable goals are. So let's get started. I can't wait to share everything with you. Let's start with my word of the year. I had a bajillion different words that felt like they could be the right words for me this year. And I was originally going with ignite as my word of the year. I had spark as my Q4 word of the year, word of the quarter, I guess. And the spark was going to grow into being ignite so I could burn, and you get the metaphor, right? But then I decided to go in a completely different direction, and rightfully so, because the word that I settled on is a word that I have said a lot in the last year, in many cases sarcastically, but all of them with the tone that gives off the vibe that I kind of want. And that word is audacity. Audacity means the willingness to take bold risks. And I'm actually in the middle of reading a book called The Audacity to Be Queen, which kind of aligns perfectly with my intention behind the word audacity for the year. And that is, I want to have the audacity. I want to have the balls, for lack of a better term, to go out there and get the life that I want and deserve. And that is the entire motivator, the entire everything that 2024 and beyond is resting on. Me having the audacity to put in the work. Me having the audacity to keep the intentions that I set in this book. Me having the audacity to set and go after big goals. And so audacity just felt right. So that's one of the words. That is my primary word. And then the other word that I've settled on is actually abundance, because I want to make sure that I am regularly in an abundance mindset. There's always plenty. There's always enough. And that means I can go after the things that I want without worry, without lacking mindset, without scarcity mindset, right? Abundance is a very powerful mindset to be in. So my words of the year, audacity and abundance. Let's dive into the goals. First, can we just take a minute for the flags? The colors I have chosen this year just make me giggle with joy, especially because there seems to be something that looks like a shade of purple to go along with the purple book. And finally is all I have to say. Thank you, Cultivate What Matters, for finally getting purple in your color scheme. As somebody who loves the color purple, I appreciate you. As per usual, with the Cultivate What Matters power sheets, there are 8 different goals that you can set and use the book for and have the goal setting action plans for and things of that nature. So I have chosen 8 and I've tried to spread them out among different areas of my life. Some are going to sound maybe a little bit repetitive, and some of them might overlap a little bit, but not really. So remember, these goals that I am setting are intentions behind all of my actions and mindsets for the year. Ready? Goal number 1, to thrive through setting and keeping boundaries with myself and others. This is something that we all should strive to do, making sure we're setting and keeping appropriate boundaries. The thing that sparked this goal is actually the goal that I have for 2024, which is breaking up with my phone, which is really difficult to do when you run a business solely on social media. So me having to find that balance, and I know, if you've been here for a while, you know I've been talking about it for at least a year or two. I got to break up with my phone. Ugh, I have such a phone problem. I know. This year is the year that I tackle it. And one of the things that I am doing to tackle it is I have a 1,000 hours tracker, and I'm going to be tracking the amount of time that I put on a specific timer that says phone free, and I leave my phone in another room. And my goal is to get to at least 1,000 hours of phone-free time in 2024. That averages out to about 2.7 hours per day. So in the grand scheme of a 24-hour day, that's not that much. But my goal is at least 1,000 hours. I'm hoping that I can get so sick of my phone that it's just not even a thing for me anymore, and I only use it when I need it. I only use it to create content rather than to consume content and things of that nature. So I'm going to be putting in and keeping some very strict phone boundaries for myself. And that inspired me to lean into other boundaries that I need to set with commenters, people on social media, people in my life, myself. I gotta set the boundaries and I gotta stick to them because that's important, and it shows yourself that you care enough to stick to your boundaries. So I decided that instead of just saying, I need to break up with my phone, I'm saying I need to set and keep boundaries with myself and others. Here we go, my friends. This is the one you're all wondering. What's her weight loss goal for the year? What's her diet goal for the year? Y'all, this is the first year in my adult life that weight loss is not on the table. Weight loss is not on the table. Dieting, not on the table. No tracking. I'm an intuitive eater now and I'm never going back. There is no weighing, tracking, measuring, calories, macros, bites, points, none of it. And I could not be happier about it. But that does not mean that I do not have some freaking bold, audacious, and quite frankly, I'm already a little sore thinking about it, body-related and health-related goals. So the intention goal that I wrote down is pursue health through nourishment and movement of my body without dieting and tracking. And then within that specific umbrella, so to speak. I have a bunch of other goals that I would like to set that are measurable. None of them have anything to do with weight. Could weight loss and will weight loss probably be a result of the habits and actions that I take in pursuit of these other goals? Yes. But weight in and of itself is not the goal here. It would just be a happy accident if my weight happened to change in pursuit of these goals. One of my goals is to shrink my waist size down to as 35 inches or lower. That's not going to take too much work, as my waist size is currently, I think, 37. So that's not going to be a lot, but why do I want to do this? In the book that I read called Outlive, which is a book about health and health span and longevity, they were talking about metabolic disorders, which is one of like the big 4 on things that could kill you. And so we're talking like precursors to diabetes and type 2 diabetes in and of itself, right? Metabolic disorders. There are 5 warning signs that are, warning signs, is that what they are? Like metrics that one uses to go, you might be at risk for this metabolic dysfunction. And of the 5, the only one that I have, there's only one that I have, and that is a waist circumference above 35 inches. It's not that much above 35 inches, but it is above 35 inches. So for a health metric, I would like to see if I can tone up my core and burn the fat around my core. We'll see. Can she do it without dieting? Don't know. We'll find out. Just the 2 inches, just so I can say I don't meet any of these 5 warning sign criteria. That's the goal. Another goal I have, I am dubbing it sounds very vain to dub it this way, but I don't care. It's my goal. I'm dubbing it Hot for Hawaii. And that is because my husband and I are going to Hawaii in May to celebrate our 10th wedding anniversary. Big trip, big trip. Why am I dubbing it Hot for Hawaii? Girlfriend needs to get in physical shape to be able to do things like all the excursions, climb volcanoes, hike and do all of the things. Because when I go on a trip with my husband, it's freaking exhausting. And my energy, while it has improved over time, has not been stellar lately. And I want to make sure that I am in peak physical condition to be able to go out and adventure on these trips that my husband and I take. I'm calling it Hot for Hawaii because why the heck not? But the actual goal is pursuit of more intense fitness goals in order to feel like I have the mobility and the stability and the stamina to do the traveling and the adventuring that I need to do. One of the ways I'm doing this in Q1, in the power sheets, you actually have the ability to do season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4. Those are your quarters, right? And so for Q1, I'm actually going to be doing a regular Pilates practice. And I am so excited. I started already. I did a beginner's workout yesterday, and I did a full-on workout in the app Lindywell, which is the app that I got a 3-month subscription for before committing to the annual to see if my body, disabled as it is, can actually do a Pilates routine for an extended period of time. I'm giving it a trial run for 3 months. If I love it, I'm buying the annual membership and I'm going to continue. I did one 30-minute workout today, and the difficulty, the pain, the exhaustion, and the work that my body has felt from these seemingly simple moves. 1 or 2 reps and they're actually easy moves, but y'all, Pilates is not a joke. And it reminds me that, like, yes, I can sit there and be like, oh, I want to lift the heavy things. I want to walk all the steps. But I'm reminded that for my disabled body, which overall is quite weak, this might be exactly what the doctor ordered. This might be exactly what I need to tone up those little muscles, to help my posture, to help my core strength, and to help me succeed in what it is that I want to do fitness-wise. I have a lot of other fitness goals. We will talk about them in later videos because otherwise this video is going to be a bajillion minutes long and we don't want that. So we're going to continue, but know that I have a bunch of health goals, many of which that are measurable, and they are all taking place outside of diet culture, the diet mindset, and any tracking of my food. Umbrella goal number 3, intention goal number 3 is to be a better steward of my time, my money, and my resources. This is something that I work on and off. I declare that I want to do this thing and then I just don't do anything about it. And this is the year that I want to get my time management in order. I want to make schedules for myself and stick to them. And I want to also be a better steward of things like my food. I tend to overbuy. I tend to let things go bad. I tend to have eyes in shopping carts bigger than my stomach. I want to get that under control. I want to generally speaking, have like a no spend year. And it doesn't mean that I'm not spending, but like reining in the frivolous and unnecessary spending. I just want to be overall, I want to be much more intentional about how I use the resources that God has blessed me with in time, money, and any other resource that I may have, right? Because I think that's important and I want to really buckle down and be intentional about that this year. Intention apparently could have also been my word of the year now that I'm listening to myself talk. Goal number 4 is to cultivate delight. When is the last time that you sat down and you just simply were delighted by something? And it doesn't have to be anything major. It can be the delicious cup of coffee that you brewed. I'm talking about cultivating delight in the daily, on the daily. I want to find little moments where I'm just like, this is glorious. Oh, it's so wonderful. My beautiful cup of coffee, my brand new journal, like finding delight in the everyday. That's what this goal is all about. How exactly I'm doing that, I'm not sure. How I'm tracking it, I'm not sure, but it is one of my intentions for 2024. All right, y'all are gonna laugh at me for this one. Y'all are gonna laugh at me. Some of you are gonna scoff at me and go, yeah, right. Are you ready? This is a big one. Become a finisher and an expert at follow through. Yeah. The reason that some of you are scoffing right now is because y'all have called me out on my inability to follow through on things. And this is the year that I am putting forth the effort. Let me be clear. I'm not stating that I will be perfect. Perfect doesn't exist. I will stumble, I will fall, I will falter. That's being human. But I'm gonna try. And I'm gonna try really, really hard. I want to start a book and finish it. I want to start a jar of peanut butter and finish it. I want to open something and finish it. I want to say I'm going to do something and show up for myself and show up for you if it's for you. I want to start something and finish it. I want to become an expert at follow through, and I am ready to make that commitment to myself and to you to show up in that way. Because when I start to do that, magic's gonna freaking happen. I promise. Next up is nourish my family well by continuing to advance my culinary abilities. That was just a fancy way of saying I want to be little Susie homemaker in the kitchen. And and some of the goals that I have underneath that umbrella are like, I want to learn how to cook the perfect medium rare steak. I have not figured out steak yet. I keep getting these butcher box steaks and I don't get them perfect anytime I cook them. I want to freaking learn how to cook the perfect steak and how to cook the perfect salmon fillet so I don't have to mush it up and put it in a bowl. Like, what if we want a fancy piece of salmon? I want to start making our desserts. I want to start trying different recipes. I just want to freaking become a culinary queen. Because why the heck not? And in that, like, not only do I get to make like the fancy stuff and the desserty stuff and the whatever stuff, but it also allows me to have more adventure with nourishing my husbands and my bodies, right? I get to explore more exciting ways to feed us well with fruits and vegetables and lean meats and cleaner eating. That is one of our goals as a couple, is to really level up the cleaner eating, meaning more whole foods, less processed foods. We're not going plant-based, we're not doing any of that, but like just a general level up in the quality of our eating. And becoming a culinary goddess is a great way to help make sure that I do that. And I'll feel a little fancy. I'll feel a little fancy when I can be like, oh, I cooked the perfect steak today. Or, oh my gosh, you won't believe this dish that I made. Yeah, I want to brag about it a little bit, because why the heck not? My next goal, again, one that I don't know what it's going to look like, but I feel that it is important, and it is get out of my comfort zone on a regular basis. As an Enneagram 9, I love being in my comfort zone. I was going to say I thrive in my comfort zone, but nobody thrives in their comfort zone. I'm comfortable in my comfort zone. And it's time that I get out of my comfort zone and push beyond the threshold and go out and do crazy things and go out and do big things and do out and things that make me uncomfortable. And it can be in a little day-to-day type manner and in a big manner. I'm going to set a goal to launch a course and I'm going to pick a date and I'm going to stick with it. And that makes me uncomfortable. There are so many things, my friends. But the intention is to get uncomfortable and get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because that's where growth happens. And I want to freaking grow this year like you wouldn't believe. And then my last goal is to celebrate 10 years of marriage all year long. On January 4th, my husband and I will be celebrating our 10th wedding anniversary. I cannot believe that it has been 10 years and yet it has also felt like my entire life all at the same time. And rather, yes, we're going to Hawaii and yes, we're gonna go out to dinner on our anniversary, but I always have a marriage goal. If you've been following me for a couple of years, you know that there's always a goal to cultivate an exceptional marriage. And I've even said that goal is never going anywhere and I'm holding to that. This year, it's just celebrate 10 years. And that's just the wording I chose for cultivate an exceptional marriage this year, because why not? You only hit your 10th anniversary once. Now that I've told you my 8 power sheet goals, I do want to just kind of run down and share a couple of the measurable, actionable goals that I have set. This list is going to consistently change and grow. And there might be things that I start and I decide, nope, scratch them, don't want to do that anymore. Or there might be things that I add and there are things that I might start but not finish because I decide it's not the right thing for me. All of this is okay. Everybody who is setting goals has permission to change their mind, myself included. So I just thought I would share just a handful of things off of this list. So I already told you that my health goals, hot for Hawaii. I have a dress that I would love to fit back into if my body decides to permit me to do so with the actions that I take. Less than a 35-inch waist, I told you that. Oh, I have 2 goals that might not happen, but I'm setting them anyway because the actions that I take to get towards that goal are going to only help me. So even if I can't succeed in the goal, trying is going to make me stronger, and that's what's important. The first one is to stand up on my toes, like do a calf raise, like a ballerina, right? I used to be able to do that and I can't anymore. And it's not surprising because the calf muscles are one of the first muscles to go in a progressive disease like mine, in CMT specifically. Maybe not in the other diseases that are progressive like mine, but CMT, it is not uncommon for calf muscles to be weakened first. And I would like to see if I can kind of backpedal a little bit because they still fire. They're just a little bit weaker. And so I'm going to do the effort to see if I can stand on my toes. May or may not happen, but I'm gonna try. And my other goal is to get up off the floor unassisted. And that's going to involve a lot of core strength and a lot of leg strengthening. So again, is it something that is possible for me? I don't actually know, but trying, the journey to try to get there is the important part about it. So we'll see. I have a couple of work-related goals. I want to start batching my content every month again. I have specific income goals that I'm going to keep to myself. Thank you very much. I want to launch my course this year, maybe launch a second one, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. I want to upload at least 100 videos to this channel, and I want to upload 52 videos, that's one a week, to the Disabled Diva, which has kind of laid dormant since I launched it. So we got to get on that. I have a couple of subscribership goal milestones written out. I want to send a weekly newsletter and I want to revive my blog by posting 52 times this year. Again, once a week. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of dedication, but I am ready to do that and show up for myself and create the content necessary to move my business forward. A couple of personal goals that I have set: read 30 books, break up with my phone, complete Hogwarts Legacy, the video game. I've technically finished the main storyline, but I'm still only at 51% complete as of like doing everything in the game. So that's my goal for this year. I've never once completed a video game by myself to 100%. It's a fun goal, obviously. Learn how to cook steak, learn how to cook salmon, play the piano more, embody my 2024 self, and do a glow up. Girlfriend's gonna glow up this year. You watch, I'm gonna glow up this year. I might even put out fashion content. I'm not a fashionista. Maybe I'm kidding, but maybe I'm not. Mid-size clothing content, anybody? Maybe? We'll see. Regular Bible studies, taking care of my appearance, becoming the kitchen queen and the homemaking queen. All of these things are in my list for 2024. And they all fall under, or most of them fall under, those umbrella goals of my Power Sheets goals. I, for one, am very, very excited about 2024. I am ready to put in the work. I'm ready to show up for myself. And I'm ready to see what this baby can do. Quite frankly, I'm ready to see what this baby can do. And I can't wait to get started, and I can't wait to share the journey with you. I would love to hear what parts of this journey of my life would you be most interested in hearing about, in following along with. I love to create content that I know you want to watch. So if there's any part of this that you're like, oh, I need to see more of that, please. Let me know in the comments below because I'm open to any and all suggestions for what to create in 2024. Also in the comments below, I would love to hear what 1 or 2 of your goals are for the new year. It's going to be a great year for all of us. I would also love to hear about your word of the year if you're ready to share. As a reminder, mine is audacity followed by abundance, and I can feel it already, my friends. I can feel it already. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are not already a member of the Diva and the Divine community and would like to be, just hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you. I am sending you so much love and all of the blessings for the new year. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you again very soon in my next video. Happy New Year, my friends. Take care.